Baja SAE is a activity for students that's sponsored by the Society of Automotive Engineers, and it is a project in which the students first design and then build and then compete with a single-seat off-road vehicle. So then when they come to the competition, like we'll be having here at Tennessee Tech, they will first of all send in design reports and cost reports ahead of time, and when they get here they will do a sales presentation, they'll do a design presentation, they'll have a technical inspection to make sure their vehicle is safe before they can use it here, and then we start with our dynamic events in which we will have at our competition acceleration, land maneuverability, a sled pull, and suspension traction. And then the final day is the most exciting day probably, is a 4-hour endurance race in which the students will compete wheel-to-wheel racing on our Hyder-Burks farm here, in which there's about a 2-mile course running all through the different terrains within the farm itself. And then we have a portion of that, which is kind of exciting about our specific event here at Tennessee Tech, is that we go inside the arena and have part of the course runs through the arena, which adds both comfort for the spectators and excitement for the students.
I've been involved with Baja since 2016 as a student, and then this is the 4th event I've assisted with, and the 3rd time I've been the main course designer. We are working to build the track and short obstacles for the 2019 TTU Baja SAE event. It's everything from ordering the materials, renting equipment, and then getting the volunteers in to actually operate the equipment and get the obstacles built. All the courses are different. Some of them are held at motocross tracks and use existing obstacles, and some are much like what we're doing here, which is taking a farm and turning it into a track. A lot of jumps, a lot of whoops. We've got a few interesting features just because this is a farm. There are areas with some really gnarly tree roots and rock fields and things like that, and we take advantage of as many of the natural obstacles as we can. The course will be about 2 miles. Oh, this track will probably be somewhere in the 8 to 10 minute range. The event planning starts, say, roughly in September, and it's just ongoing. We start the actual construction in late December. It doesn't take a tremendous amount of time to actually build the course, but just dealing with spring weather, we try to get as much done in the cold as we can so that we're not fighting the mud. Events like this give the students a real-world design challenge and then a chance to truly prove out what they're doing. So as opposed to a classroom design where it may look good on paper, you come out here and compete against 99 other teams. That's hard proof as to how you're performing.
So what we're doing today is tagging engines. We're helping teams set governors to where they like. We're doing some problem solving, and we're also here to help teams get the most out of the engine, as well as support them throughout the event. We've been involved since day one. It's very important to us. Engineers are our future, and we also get to showcase the engineering of our products. You can imagine the beatdown they take in an event like this, and that's just a great way to showcase what great engineering is.
Events like this are very important. They demonstrate to employers the ability of students to reach outside of classwork and expand and take on new challenges. Therefore, not just taking only the book work, but learning and demonstrating those in other areas. So that's why there's a lot of value in these events for employers and for the students themselves.